customization of the candidate pipeline is now live on the Giig platform. And that basically allows you to now set up your candidate pipeline in whichever way you want, add as many stages as you want, move them all around, color code them, give them titles, and then also add a little bit of automation in there. So as you are dragging your candidates down the pipeline, you can trigger actions like send an email, set a task, add somebody into a list, those kind of types of things to make that process a little bit smoother for you. And talking about customization is a weird one because for us as a small business, it's super exciting. It moves us forward. But I imagine that a lot of people that are listening to this will be like, customization on an ATS or CRM solution is fairly standard. But I like to shout about these things because for us, I think it is a big step in the right direction. And we've always been building a system where we want to keep it simple, right? We want to make sure that you as the end user can log into the platform and go, I understand where I need to go, what I need to do. I don't want to build a system where people have to sit on demos for 4 weeks to understand what the fuck they've got to do to navigate the platform. And this one's been a challenge for us, right? Because it's like, keep the simplicity, but also allow you to customize in whichever way you like. And I hope that we've managed to hit that with the customization element. So this is also going to be the first in a series of improving the platform in terms of customization. What is going to follow very quickly after, which could already be live when I post this video, is the customized tags. And that, quite simply, is the ability for you to set your tag categories, again, color code them, so that as you're adding candidates, contacts, companies, and jobs into the platform, you can just tick the tags to make sure that everything is tagged correctly as you're adding it into the system, which obviously then makes it really easy to search. After that, we're going to look at jobs pipelines. We're going to create a job pipeline that will allow you to see where your jobs are in the process, customize the data that you can collect on everything. So again, with candidates, jobs, companies, contacts, you can set what records that you want to track and make sure that you're tracking everything that's important to you. And then the last thing will be to customize the business development pipeline. So we've got the candidate pipeline and we've also got a BD pipeline, because for us as a small business, helping small businesses, we want to add more and more features that help recruiters to win business and track their business development. Because arguably, as a small business, you live and die on your ability to win business, right? So that will then mean that we have the candidate pipeline that's customizable, and the business development or the client pipeline will also be customizable. And that, again, hopefully will have little bits of automation in it as well to make your life that little bit easier. But what I'll do now is I'll jump into a demo where I can show you exactly how this new candidate customization works. So firstly, to get to the pipeline, so you can see what it looks like, if I just go down to interviews and interview pipeline, you'll see here that this is our custom interview pipeline, which shows all of the candidates that we have in process currently. One thing to note is that when you hover over the candidate, whatever candidate it is that you want to look at, you've got the ability to view their card, move them to a different stage in the process, trigger an email, set a task, go to their LinkedIn profile. So you've got all the quick actions there, reject them from the process, get rid of them. To add a candidate in, it's super simple. You can just click this plus icon here on whatever column you want to add them to. Just select the job, choose the candidate, and then just click submit applicant. And that's going to add them into that process. And then to get rid of them, just reject, and like that, they're gone. So it's easy to get data in and out of this pipeline. As you'll see here, there's a little customize option. So you can click on that customize option, which is where you come through to this screen where you can add in basically as many columns as you want to and get rid of them. When you add a column in, you have the ability to change the color. You also have the ability to change the title. So you can go like that if you wanted to save that. Then for the columns that you add in, so this example here, interview email feedback, what I'll do is I'll make this one light blue, and then you can choose an email template that you want to appear when you drag somebody into that column. So if I save that, it was now going to drag that GDPR welcome email in when I move them into the interview email feedback column. And you, as well as doing send an email, you've also got the opportunity to set an interview, set a task, and add to a candidate list. So then to show you that little bit of automation now in play, it was this interview feedback email here. So if I drag through this candidate here and drop them in there, it opens up that email box and it adds in the email template for me. And then I can just click send email. It's good to go. So yeah, that gives you a little rundown of how you add people, remove people from the pipeline, how you customize the stages and set up those little bits of automation as well.